The American media noticed the dirty deal with Omar Khadr. I'm Brian Lilly with the RebelMedia. It's taken a little while, but American media, and therefore the American public, are waking up to the very dirty deal that Justin Trudeau struck with Omar Khadr to make him a multi-millionaire terrorist. That's right, he's still a terrorist. He is an admitted, convicted terrorist, and now a multi-millionaire as well. So, American media, now they paid a little bit of attention when the news broke, and a little bit of attention when we launched the spearkids.com fundraising campaign. But let me tell you, since Sunday afternoon, when this op-ed by Peter Kent, the conservative foreign affairs critic, first appeared online, well, things have really taken off, according to the Canadian press, which is rather upset that Peter Kent is out tattling on the poor Omar Khadr deal. Well, searches for Omar Khadr and his name are up 700%. In his op-ed piece, Kent lays out exactly what happened, how Omar Khadr got to where he was, the killing of Sergeant Christopher Speer, the time at Gitmo, how it went through successive Canadian governments, but none of them agreed to pay him. And then there's this line. But last week, Liberal Prime Minister Justin Trudeau issued a formal apology to Khadr and a massive cash settlement, though no court had ordered him to do so. Mr. Trudeau refuses to disclose the amount of the cash settlement, but leaked reports peg it at Canadian dollars 10.5 million. That's an extravagant sum in the Canadian justice system, which is much more restrained in awarding damages than U.S. courts. Well, from there, it got picked up by Fox News, Fox and Friends, interviewing Morais in the morning, and in the evening, I appeared on the story with Martha McCallum. Voters on the left don't like it. Voters on the right, across the country, the support is, it never goes below 68% in opposition to this cash payment. So people are furious at this. And I would say that it's more a tale of what happens when you have a naive politician who was elected for his good looks, his hair, and the socks that he talks about when he goes on with Kelly and Ryan, than it is what happens with the justice system. Now, it wasn't the only appearance. I talked about the Spear Kids fundraiser there. I talked about what happened, and moments later on Tucker Carlson, Tonight with Tucker Carlson, Conservative MP Michelle Rempel was in studio with him.
Is this a measure of the justness of Canada's society, do you think?
Well, first of all, for your viewers here tonight, I want you to know that most Canadians are absolutely outraged about this. They're outraged because of the payment itself, how the payment happened, and the fact that, the way that it's happened has probably preempted and prevented Tabitha Speer from seizing any of those assets.
It's good that Americans are finally hearing from Canadians that not everyone is on board with this settlement, with this deal. As I keep pointing out when I talk to Americans about it, they're absolutely aghast, but I point out that the most recent poll on this shows that not only are 71% of Canadians opposed to this, but the overwhelming majority of Justin Trudeau's own voters are opposed to it. The fact is that Americans are starting to clue in. 700% increase on Google searches for Omar Khadr's name. I woke up to a request from a radio station in North Carolina. This is someone I've never dealt with. Before, I was pitching Americans to talk about what's going on, to talk about the Khadr settlement, to talk about Spear Kids. Now they're approaching me, whether it's Fox or Newsweek or radio stations that I've never heard of. Americans are waking up, and that's going to tell you that the American public will hear about it, Donald Trump will hear about it, and they're going to start questioning Justin from Canada. Just as we're starting to, do our NAFTA renegotiations? We're going to anger Donald Trump? Justin Trudeau really didn't think this out. Jean Chrétien, as I've said time and again, never would have settled for this. He would have fought it in the courts, and if the courts made him pay, he would have dragged his feet. That was the attitude of Paul Martin. That was the attitude of Stephen Harper. So Justin Trudeau wears this alone. The unfortunate part is, as the Americans wake up, it might be the rest of us that end up paying the price. If you like the Rebel video you just watched, make sure you never miss a Rebel video again. Click here to subscribe and go to spearkids.com. Donate now or share that website on social media.